Rangers, this one is absolutely explosive. Chris Sutton losing his mind over the Rangers support after the Old Firm win, pure bitterness on display. Michael Stewart drops a massive claim about the next permanent manager. Does he know something big? Dujon Sterling caught in controversy, and the SFA could be sniffing around. Todd Cantwell stirring the pot yet again. He just can't help himself. And a rising star could be heading to Ibrox, or will Barcelona steal him away? Want to see these and more Rangers news? Stay until the end. We are the people. Chris Sutton has launched yet another attack on Rangers fans following the Light Blues' incredible victory at Celtic Park on Sunday. The former Celtic striker has taken issue with the Rangers' support, accusing them of causing nonsense during the high-stakes Old Firm clash. Barry Ferguson's men travelled to the east end of Glasgow on 16th of March and secured a massive 3 points thanks to a decisive strike from Hamza Iga Mane. It was a statement win, Rangers' first at Celtic Park in 3 years, made even sweeter by the fact that away fans were finally allowed back into the fixture. But rather than focus on the football, Sutton, writing in his daily record column, chose to criticise the Rangers supporters. He complained about flares, missiles being thrown, and even players reacting to the electric atmosphere, stating, "We're repeatedly seeing incidents of missiles being thrown, fireworks and flares going off, and other carry-on. We don't need players adding to the mayhem. The game sells itself." The truth is, Rangers fans played their part in making the derby an unforgettable spectacle, roaring their team on in enemy territory with emotions running high, tensions flared. But let's not pretend that Celtic fans haven't done the exact same, and worse, at Ibrox in the past. Despite the noise from Sutton, what matters most is that Ferguson's side delivered on the pitch, showing grit and character to claim a crucial victory. With Rangers now gaining momentum in the title race, the focus should be on the football, not attempts to shift blame and stir controversy. Will Rangers face any repercussions for the atmosphere at Celtic Park? And more importantly, why is Sutton so quick to condemn Rangers fans yet silent when Celtic fans engage in the exact same behavior? Rangers' managerial situation continues to be a hot topic as speculation mounts over who will take charge permanently, with Michael Stewart weighing in on the debate. With the San Francisco 49ers seemingly set to take over at Ibrox, one of their biggest decisions will be who they trust to lead the club forward. Philippe Clement was shown the door before the takeover was finalized, with Barry Ferguson stepping in as interim boss until the end of the season. And since taking charge, Ferguson has made an immediate impact, including a historic victory at Celtic Park. Speaking on Premier Sports' YouTube channel on the 17th of March, Stewart suggested that Ferguson is building a strong case for himself, saying, "Barry Ferguson's now in interim charge until the end of the season. He's got the platform for him to make the case for him to get it, and he's certainly making the case at the moment. However, some believe a bigger name is needed, with Rafa Benitez being thrown into the conversation. The Spaniard's managerial CV is undeniable. Champions League winner, La Liga champion, and a history of success across Europe. His experience and tactical nous would certainly bring stability, but does that necessarily make him the right fit for Rangers? Ferguson knows the club inside out. He understands what it means to wear that badge, what it takes to battle against the odds, and how to inject that winning mentality back into the squad. Right now, the team is responding to him, and the results are showing. So here's the question. Should Rangers stick with a club legend who is proving himself on the job, or take a gamble on a high-profile name like Benitez, who might not truly understand what Rangers is all about? Dujon Sterling may have landed himself in hot water following Rangers' emphatic 3-2 victory over Celtic at Parkhead on Sunday. While Barry Ferguson's side celebrated a massive win, the aftermath has seen scrutiny placed on certain players, with Sterling now facing potential trouble over comments made on social media. After the final whistle, the Rangers star took to Instagram and used an expletive to describe Celtic Park, something that has been met with backlash. Speaking exclusively to Ibrox News, former FIFA official Keith Hackett suggested that Sterling's words could land him in trouble with the Scottish FA. Hackett stated, "Clearly, there is a huge history between these clubs, and the Scottish FA will trawl through a fairly large amount of complaints and social media rants. These comments, even with a degree of euphoria, are frankly unacceptable. He could find himself in trouble." Sterling's comments come amid other post-match incidents, with Václav Černý also facing potential disciplinary action after spraying water at Celtic fans. However, with multiple complaints likely to be reviewed, the Scottish FA may prioritise other matters before addressing Sterling's remarks. On the pitch, Rangers are thriving under Ferguson. The interim boss became the first manager in a decade to win his debut Old Firm match, securing a vital 3 points and handing Rangers a superior domestic record in this season's derby clashes. Looking ahead, the focus now turns to Europe with an enticing quarter-final against Athletic Bilbao in the Europa League. Given Rangers' counter-attacking strengths, Ferguson will see this as a perfect opportunity to continue the club's European momentum. As for Sterling, fans have embraced the passion he and the squad are showing, but here's the real question. If the Scottish FA chooses to punish him for simply speaking his mind, would it not be yet another example of Rangers being held to a different standard than Celtic? Todd Cantwell may have left Ibrox, but he still seems to be stirring the pot when it comes to Rangers. The midfielder who moved to Blackburn Rovers in the summer found himself at the centre of controversy yet again after taking a sly dig at former Rangers boss Philippe Clement on social media. Following Clement's sacking, Cantwell posted a cryptic Instagram story featuring the song Taliban, along with the caption, "Sun's out, so is our tune." The message, tagged to Rangers captain James Tavernier, was widely seen as a shot at Clement, with whom Cantwell had a strained relationship during his time in Glasgow. That post didn't sit well with former Rangers star Derek Ferguson, who didn't hold back in his response. Speaking to Ibrox News, Ferguson slammed Cantwell, calling his behaviour garbage and urging him to focus on his performances at Blackburn instead of taking cheap shots at his former manager. "That's poor stuff. That really annoys me," Ferguson said. "Say it to Clement's face. The one thing for me, Clement gave his all, but wasn't good enough. We don't like seeing people lose their jobs, but he wasn't cutting it. Then Cantwell has a cheap shot at him. It's garbage, absolute crap. I hate that from Cantwell. He needs to concentrate on performing for his new club and keeping his mouth shut." Cantwell's time at Blackburn hasn't exactly been stellar, with just 2 goals and 3 assists in 30 championship appearances. With his influence dwindling, perhaps that frustration is spilling over into social media antics. But here's the real question. If Cantwell was so desperate to prove he was mistreated at Rangers, why is he failing to deliver at a mid-table championship club? Was Clement the problem, or is Cantwell simply not as good as he thinks he is? Rangers' impressive Europa League run and growing reputation for developing young talent could give them a real edge in the transfer market this summer, with players like Nicolas Raskin, Mohamed Diamande, and Hamza Igamane earning international call-ups after shining at Ibrox. It's clear that joining Rangers can be a major stepping stone for ambitious youngsters. One name that has been linked with a move to Glasgow is Relebahile Mofokeng, the exciting young South African winger. However, he is also attracting interest from Barcelona's B team, and former Kaizer Chiefs and South Africa star Dr. Kumalo believes that's the only destination Mofokeng should consider. Speaking to the Idiski Times, Kumalo said, "So he will be with the B team to learn and understand the culture and the norms of Barcelona." That's what they did for Lionel Messi, and I can tell you from experience that Rele will benefit from it. While Barcelona's name carries weight, There's a case to be made that Ibrox is the better choice for Mofokeng at this stage in his career. Rangers need reinforcements out wide, with doubts over Oscar Cortez's future and Rabbi Matondo likely to be moved on. The club will be in the market for both experienced and developing wingers, and Mofokeng fits the profile perfectly. Celtic have long proven that physicality isn't everything in Scotland. Pace, technical ability, and end product are what really matter. Mofokeng has all of that, which is why Barcelona are interested. But instead of being buried in their B-team system, wouldn't he be better off showcasing his talents on the European stage at Ibrox? So here's the real question. Should Mofokeng take the risk of getting lost in the shuffle at Barcelona, or come to Rangers, where he'd have a real chance to become a star? If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, you're missing out. Explosive news about Rangers that'll leave every fan stunned. Go check it out now.